Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to have you with us. Right, for those of you that missed out the highlights from the finals at City Park a fortnight ago. And one of the matches that we wanted to bring you was, of course, the Macassar Kraaifontein game. Jerome, for both these sides, it's been quite a journey. Macassar and Kraaifontein, not always staying at the top of the log, but playing the musical chairs and making sure they get to the finals.
Yeah, especially Kraaifontein. At one stage, they were very low down there. I think they were in the zone, so they were low down. So they had to work hard for where they were. And I mean, they were really good. They had a great season. The same with Macassar. I mean, they didn't let the community down. And you know, if you go to Macassar, you go play there. It's always a tough one. So they also, both of them, they had great seasons.
Yeah. All right, folks, let's take a look now. First half, Macassar and Kraaifontein. Well, there we go. First half, of course, Macassar Kraaifontein. Jerome, a lot of folks might not realize it, but the weather on the day, icy cold, for both these teams, it was a hard work on the day.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, it also like comes down to the last few minutes of the game. The halftime scores was quite close. So, yeah, it was a great game of rugby to watch.
Right, well, let's take a look at the second half now, folks. Macassar and Kraaifontein. This is, of course, the finals for Super League C, and of course, playing for glory, so to speak. what a game. Macassar, Kraaifontein, and the spoils, of course, eventually going to Kraaifontein. Jerome, so Macassar and Kraaifontein now get promoted from Super League C into Super League B. Super League B has, in the last few years, shown to be, although Super League C also has shown to be quite tough, the margins are getting very closer and closer, and Super League B, people are still referring to it as the League of Death. The numbers are always 1 point, 2 points. It's going to be tough for both of these sides.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be tough, but I think they've also done their homework. And as you say, Super C was also with this team's playing in Super C now.
Yeah.
It was also tough. Super C was tough, Super B was tough. So yeah, well done to both these teams.
What are the kind of things that the teams all have to think about now, going up a league? And I suppose one of the things one must realize also is that when you go to Super League B, you're going to be playing against a lot of teams who at some other stage were playing in Super League A. Yeah,
that's another challenge. Teams coming down from Super B to Super A.
Yeah.
Look at UWC. They're going to play Super B next year, so it's going to be tough because they're Super A team and they play in the Varsity Cup. So it's going to be tough. There's tough teams in Super B, but I think obviously they're going to give their players off now. You were asking what they must do. It's obviously conditioning, because that comes down to manage your squad, not getting injuries, don't get guys that's unfit, start earlier to prepare, do your conditioning, do your testing, and then you can't wait till the season starts.
Right, folks. Well, of course, as you know, Decro Paints is on board with Cape Rugby TV. And, of course, for those of you that are not aware, Decro is one of South Africa's leading paint brands, very high-quality brand. They've got an incredible research and development team that makes sure that their quality is above reproach. And, of course, interestingly enough, Decro also provides paint products for the wine industry as an example. And so the ingredient, or should we say the ingredients, but yes, the ingredients that go into the paints have to be really specific. And so they make sure that their research and development team really caters for those needs. Of course, it is slightly warmer at the moment. So now's the time for you to start thinking about beautifying the house. Maybe you can think about it like that in terms of just a few weeks ago, winter's certainly fading out now. And during winter, one was thinking about waterproofing. But now it's time for you to start thinking about making your house a little bit more beautiful. Right, we'll take an ad break. Remember, by the way, you can visit Decro on www.decro.co.za. And of course, don't forget that Decro has a store out at N1 City, they're next to Game, where you can walk in and they'll help you choose your colors, and they'll help you find exactly the right product that you need. Not only the right paints, but also the right primers and other coatings that can help you prepare your surfaces. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's time for us to take a look at the DHL Western Province Under-21 side, up against the Vodacom Bulls. Back in a sec.